All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first National Boomtown Mayoral debate. Before we begin, I'd like us to all stand at attention as we play the national anthem. I don't know if you can hear this. Just. All right, thank you for listening to the national anthem.
Why did you cut it
So
off?
now we will be getting started on some of the questions. The way that this is formatted is we have a list of questions posed to each of the candidates who will be given a open amount of time to answer. Each of them will be given a chance to answer the same question, and after we go through those, we will open it to the peanut gallery, if you will, to come up and ask some questions to them to answer each. It can be to a specific candidate, to both, or just a statement. You know, personal attacks are allowed here.
Holy!
So because Nolan was the first one to enter into the race, he will be given the question first. This question comes into us from Brandon Peterson, a voter and CEO, CFO, COO, and board of directors of Beando Co. The question is, what are your plans with Heritage Park? This has been a topic of debate recently. Nolan, how would you respond to that?
It is my understanding that this topic is one of the hottest of the race as of now, and it has come under. I've come under a lot of pressure from the people to remove Heritage Park, but my stance remains the same. It stays. It will stay under my administration. It will be protected and signed into law that it will not be removed from the city. That land is historic. It represents the people. It represents what we do. It represents how far we've come. That is my stance. Thank you.
Thank you for that eloquent response, Nolan. Alex, how would you respond to that same question? What are your plans with Heritage Park?
He's right. Heritage Park is, in fact, a heated topic, but it's a weird shape. It's taking up too much land, and I want it. I do want it here, but I don't want it in the form it is right now. I want to rebuild it to make it better. I want to make it a memorial, and I want to make it more public use. I want it to have serve a function, not just a look-see. That's all I got.
Nolan's shaking his
To expand on that question a little more.
He can't accept change. He just can't accept change.
Yep. Can't accept change.
That's because he's mega Nolan. He's mega Nolan.
Here, folks. Let's keep it civil. Order. To expand on that a little bit more, Alex, if you will, what would be different about it?
Well, I think we make it a more uniform shape. It's a really weird shape right now. It's got that little part sticking out. It could be more land that we could use for the city. And I wanted to put a stable in there. We got some horses wandering around town, and we can make it serve more of a function than just a straight up memorial.
Thank you for the response. Our next question, which will be given to Alex first this time, as Nolan took it first last time. What is your stance on the slum/village? Are we going to leave it, pave it over? What are the plans with this in the future?
The village means a lot to me. It was where Star Corp originally started. You know, we come from small beginnings here at Star Corp. But, I think we take out some of the houses and we build them some better living. You know, I think we got to build them some proper homes, because right now I don't think it's cutting it for them.
All right, thank you. Nolan, thoughts? Plans for the village?
It's clear that my opponent has not gone door to door and talked with these people. These people, they like their homes. These homes need to stay. These are their heritage. It's very clear to me that he has not gone out to them and talked to them. I am honestly very surprised by his response. Quite frankly, these people, this is what they built their lives on. We were second to them. They are the original inhabitants of this area. I'm shocked by his answer, quite frankly.
Thank you. We'll just be moving right on to our next question. These are some very differing opinions so far. Groans. So, Nolan, As it's been known, let's keep it peaceful here, folks. Watching from the stands. As it's been known, there's been a crisis going on in Boomtown recently with drug abuse running rampant. People dying in the streets, doing whatever it takes to get their next hit. How would you go about dealing with the blue problem here?
Nolan, going first. Okay.
I came to this debate tonight wearing the blue tie. And that is a symbol of the legalized blue movement. I believe that blue is something that the people...
Who just fucking smoked a blue?
Someone just...
those in chat that are confused, blue
going in the stand.
Blue is a drug mod that we have, basically.
Folks, let's refrain from using drugs here and let Nolan answer.
So it needs to be brought into the law. We cannot have a stigma around this. There needs to be an open discussion. And I'm very, very pro legalized blue. I think that it's a very important part of what we do around here, and I think that we need to keep it legal.
Nolan is the no stigma sigma. Vote for Nolan.
Let's keep it quiet in the crowd, please.
No stigma sigma. No
wow.
Stigma.
Yikes. Alex is going to need a catchy catchphrase now.
Alex, what would you say about the current blue problem?
I think me and Nolan can agree on this. I think that, blue is a heavily debatable topic, but I think it needs to be legalized. I think it's just too wide use, and the upsides just they outweigh the downsides, I think it's only positives. And we need more blue, honestly. We need more.
What about the risk of overdosing with too many taken in succession?
I'm not gonna lie. I've done a lot of blue in my lifetime. I've hit up to 3 bumps in a row.
Wow.
And yep, it's quite survivable.
Is that with any exploits or regen potions or anything like that?
If you got enough protection, you can bump as much blue as you want.
What about
you
the
heard
people
it here first, folks?
I've become concerned that the discussion is about saving yourself from ODing on blue, but we need to give people the resources to protect themselves in case of overdose. I mean, there needs to be more infrastructure for that kind of thing, and I feel that under my administration, I'd be able to provide those resources.
What kind of resources would you be able to provide to those people, Nolan?
Food and housing.
Food and housing. I'm glad you brought up housing because that leads us right into our next question, which Alex will be answering first. This is a very hot
Let's go
topic.
back there. Let's go back. You're providing food in the form of cakes? You want to get the people fat from doing drugs. That's what it sounds like to me.
I think that food is food.
You have to place a cake down. You got to click on it a bunch of times. You get half a hunger bar from each one. Have you guys visited the StarCorp cow factory? Oh my god, it's amazing, folks.
Entire place.
So much steak, so much leather.
You have no idea.
It's great.
I can't hear them yelling over each other.
Let's keep it civil here.
Let's
folks.
move on. Yeah, he clearly doesn't know what he's talking about.
That is a baseless claim.
Yeah, that's baseless. You have not been here long enough to know about that.
No, I have anecdotal evidence to support this claim.
Anecdotal. Good.
Yeah.
Anyways, we can continue on, and you can bring that up later when we have the open mic, Carlos.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question is a very hot topic. Nolan, being the city planner, has been the forefront of this so far. But Alex, I'd like to ask you this question first. What are you going to do about the current lack of real estate in Boomtown?
I actually think Nolan's done a really good job, and if under my leadership, I think he would stay city planner if he would be willing to take the job. Despite all our arguments and heated debates today, I think he did a really good job.
What about the smaller than average plot sizes given to over half of the server population?
Well,
doesn't that seem like an issue?
I do think that plots have been a little on the small side. But I think if me and Nolan really work it out together, we can get some bigger plots going, and we could probably even expand some unclaimed plots right now.
And those would be allocated to other current projects going on, or,
yep.
or
I do think people would be able to lobby. I think we should set up some sort of system where we can have claims submitted to either me or Nolan for who wants to claim what plot and for what purpose. And we can read those over and see if it's valid or not.
All right. Thank you for the response. Nolan, how would you go about approaching this dilemma?
People don't understand that what I've done from day one is a systematic approach at building this city. Now, I'll speak to my resume on this one. We take a look at the size of the plots. What we're talking about here is small plot sizes to help with vertical expansion. You don't have a city unless you have a skyline. City skylines. You look at the city, and
Quoting a video
the
game.
small buildings are in the center of the city, and they're tall. They're small plots. It's by design. Once we start expanding outwards, we move to the bigger plots, the suburban plots, the larger buildings, and we look at the flat growth of infrastructure on the outside. This has been phase 1. I feel that in my administration, I'd be able to push phase 2 and phase 3 of city expansion in an efficient and very organized manner. Thank you.
Thank you. To counter that point, though, wouldn't you say that one of the largest plots in the city is underneath the Knoll Corp company's headquarters plot? Whereas if you look at some of those suburban plots, they're actually much smaller in comparison. So does it not seem like you're favoring yourself in this situation?
Knoll Corp took a hit when adjusting for our industry profit margin values. So we had to centralize our central office in the downtown area, but we actually took a smaller plot in the industry area to adjust for this overextension, as you might say. So I think that what I've done so far has been fair, it's been just, and the people have responded accordingly.
All right, thank you for that response.
Negatively, you mean?
Oh, you want to get it? We want to talk about plot sizes? Do we want to talk about plot
You're right.
sizes?
I do have the biggest plot. You're right.
We
Star
should
code
be
big.
talking about plot sizes. This is insanity.
Let's look at the map here. I think I got the biggest, and you have the second biggest.
My plot is fair. It's as fair as the other downtown. My plot is the same size as the other 3 downtown plots. The one we're sitting in right now, same size of it.
Nah, no.
Same size as yours. Close. To be frank.
If we look at the city planning
map. What are you talking about here? This is slashing my resume here. My resume is perfect. Thank you.
Let him be frank.
Perfect. All right. Well, before things get any more heated, I believe we should just move on to the next question right away. Nolan, this one goes to you at first. If elected, will your administration help fund or work on the highway project to get us back to Spawn?
There's been a lot of discussion about this. I've talked to the people, and I will not be supporting it. I will absolutely not be supporting it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It is an insane project that is a waste of the people's work.
Let me cut him off here. I already dedicated resources.
Nolan lost my vote. That's all I gotta say.
Right.
He had it.
I cannot believe it. I cannot believe that we've allocated resources to something as wasteful as this project. Spawn, there's nothing at Spawn. There's nothing at Spawn.
Our sister city will be there soon. That's all I gotta say.
There.
To counter, Nolan, you talk about heritage and where we came from. Does Spawn not symbolize all of that? Why would we not want to build a road that leads us back there?
We ran from Spawn because it was not the promised land. We are not going back. That is my response.
We are not going back.
We are not going back.
We're not going back.
We are not going back. All right, thank you for your response, Nolan. Alex, how would you go about answering this question? Would you help fund this project?
I think, yeah, I already have actually funded this project. Funnily enough, me and Brandon set up a deal today to fund blasting of the tunnel to get the highway going, and I'll do some labor and supply whatever I can.
He's funding it with child labor.
Thank you for the response. This was a quick question. Another quick question to you, Alex, at first. If elected, will you be establishing an HOA into the city to unify all our housing and make sure that it's all up to code?
I will, but it won't be so much under looks or what's on your plot. Mostly just keeping it safe. No mobs. Make sure we're not going over the boundaries unless it's approved. Nothing more than that, honestly. It doesn't need to be anything more, in my opinion.
What about that eyesore of a warden spawner looking thing over there on the ground? Will that be staying here?
That is a great.
Well, we can talk.
about
We can
that
talk.
one.
We will have to take that up with
one.
Dean. You know, of Warden Spawn. Wait, what?
There's like that shelter thing over
It's
there.
the tendrils. It's a detector.
Oh yeah, that's a scope.
The detector,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Yeah, we can talk to Dean about it. Dean has
Is
been.
that him who put it?
Yeah, it was Dean. He was playing last night. Yeah, we can try and round up some of the outliers too.
Right. Nolan, what would you say to this question? Would you be establishing an HOA to this city?
around you. Look around you. The city is beautiful. It's perfect. There's never been a more beautiful city, folks. There's never been a more beautiful city. We have some problems. We have some rough edges that we've been working out, but look at the alleyways, look at the street designs. They were right from day one.
We know about the alleyways.
They were right from day one, folks. Thank you.
Okay. And one final question. Well, not one final question. One more question to Nolan first again this time. This has been a topic even before the debate started today. It's talking about the roundabout that we currently have out front there. It's been nothing but a car crash or boat crash, just high risk there for crashes. Will you change that into an intersection, or maybe just open up the middle of it to make it like a large cul-de-sac type intersection? What's your plan with that roundabout? It's Nolan.
When that roundabout was put in, it was under the Beando Co. pseudo administration. Interim pseudo administration, whatever name you want to call it. It's been a disaster. It's been a fucking nightmare. I'll say that. I'm not afraid to say it. It has been a nightmare. But the design of that was flawed from the start. I had designed the city center to be open. There should have never been a core put for that roundabout. It should all be ice. That whole intersection, straight ice. So that is the plan. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be changing it. We're going to be improving it, because from the get-go, someone signed the papers and didn't hand it to me, and the chain of command has been a complete mess, a complete disaster. I am shocked it ever got built, quite frankly. And I'm shocked it ever got built. That is what I have to say. That is all I have to say.
All right. Thank you for your response. Alex, what are your plans for this intersection?
I'm thinking, we ditched the roundabout. I built it. I'm not proud of it. It doesn't look good. It's the second iteration. The first one was even worse, honestly. But I think we make it a straight-up intersection, and then we use the extra space for some little, some plant life, honestly. Plant some trees. Make it look nice. It's a city center, after all. It can't just be ice.
All right. Thank you for your response. Speaking of things that look nice and if they should stay there or not, we have a beautiful valley built next to our city here. Alex, what are your plans for city expansion in relation to that valley? There's been talk of filling it in to make it flat so we can expand our builds up there, or potentially leaving it there or building down into the valley to have a lower Boomtown. What are your plans for the valley if elected?
What is going on around here? What are you just doing?
We build down. We gotta change the highways. That's the through and through of it. But I think if we just flatten it, fill her in, I think it'll be some prime real estate. Honestly, some prime real estate. But I think we fill it in. Yeah, I think we fill it in.
All right, thank you for the response. Nolan, plans for the valley. What would you do?
I think people will be happy to hear that I do agree with Alex on this one, is that we need to fill it in. It's been quite the eyesore. It's been a barrier to our growth for quite a long time, but urbanization plans have always allowed for an expansion, and that involves filling in the valley. So yes, I believe that the incorporation of a lower section of the city is very important towards the city growth, and as soon as we get these internal building plots developed, that's where we'll be focusing our efforts administration wise.
Great. Cookie cutter responses. All right. One final question before we are going to be opening it up to the
Wait a
crowd.
second. You haven't asked any of my questions yet.
I said one more question. I'm not answering.
I gave you like 4 or 5.
They're bad. Anyways, the threat of foreign entities coming into Boomtown is ever living and ever real. Individuals such as Carlos or Dr. Ninja 19 coming into the city without a passport is an ever-living threat. Does somebody like Carlos count as an illegal immigrant, and does he deserve to be forced into indentured servitude in Boomtown?
Oh, you bet I do.
And on top of that, should we defend from the foreign threat and build a wall around our city? Alex, what is your response? This is a double
Great question,
whammy.
Gaffy. I think illegal immigrant's a strong word. I think
The fuck did you just call me?
It's the right word. That's what it is.
It's a strong word.
It's the right word for me. I agree with Nolan.
He comes to this town, you know, it's the Boomtown dream. He just wants to build some industry. He wants to build a house. He wants to start a business.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Why should we deny him that? But I do think there should be a process. I think you should have to come here. You should have to get some sort of ID, some sort of registration to get this all off the ground. Because, you know, we came here first. We were here first.
Maybe wear a sleeve on his arm to identify him as different, right?
Well, okay. That's a little extreme. I'm talking like a state-issued ID. Like,
Oh, okay, of course.
Not a star on his arm?
no,
Wow.
probably not that far.
What about a tattoo on my arm? What about like a bar?
Jesus
You know what?
Christ.
If that's what you want as your ID, you can do that. But
Yeah,
I don't
hey,
think I can.
hey,
I don't
you,
think
you
I
don't
can
speak
force
for me.
that.
Nolan's policies, they make sense to me, and I agree with
No
them
one has even
100%.
spoken
Well,
yet.
Nolan,
Yes.
what are your thoughts on this? Should Carlos be forced into indentured servitude, and do we need to
Illegal
build a wall?
immigrants for
It's just
Nolan.
just about Carlos, huh?
So
Illegal immigrants for Nolan.
That was the question specifically.
the
You also
concern
mentioned
here,
Hunter.
Oh yeah, well. Yeah.
Hunter is very much an illegal.
Mhm.
Very much. The problem we're facing today is: did anyone pat Carlos down? Legitimately, it was.
No, I
honest.
saw him hold a fucking pickaxe.
Yeah.
He's.
I said
got a
tools
weapon.
are
He's
allowed.
got a weapon.
No, calm down. Tools are fine.
Mm-hmm.
He is armed. He has a weapon in this
Yeah,
building.
he's right.
We have allowed him in here, and it is now a threat to what we've built. I think that we need to keep him out, and then we have him go through a very, very detailed, very, very organized immigration system that vets them out, and if it doesn't go well, we build a jail at spawn, and we put him in the jail at spawn.
Damn, it's Spawn.
Great. Are you concluded with your response, Nolan?
I am.
All right. Thank you. That's all the questions that have been submitted to me. We will now turn it over to the crowd to come up and ask questions. Please form a line if you have any questions you'd like to ask to the candidates, or any just comments for them, name calling. So have it.
I do have a few questions
one at a
from the
time.
chat. So
Well, come up to the. Okay, we'll save you for last then, Sam. How
yeah,
about
that
it?
works.
So if anybody else has questions, you can come up to the stand down below me to my right, and you can ask questions. Please identify who you are and where you come from as well. Ask.
Hello, everybody. My name is Beando, and I am the CEO, CFO, COO, and Board of Directors of Beando Co. Industries. I want to touch on the village issue again, because we have a serious lack of villager trading. That sector is super underdeveloped. I don't think either of your policies are good enough for this city. So, we need to develop it. We need to flatten it out, make apartments, super tiny units, lock them in there. What do
Is
you
this a
say?
question or suggestion? What are we talking about?
What
This
do you
is
say?
insanity.
No. Brandon, you're right. This was my plan. We were building them new housing, and we're gonna repopulate.
You want
The
to pay them
villager
over.
population
You wanna pay
has
them over.
is gone down. There was almost 10 villagers there when we moved in. There's 4 now. Well, maybe 5.
So you're saying we
They're
flatten
fine.
the
It was a
whole
couple
thing?
oldies. It was a couple oldies. They died.
Stop
They're
jacking.
fine.
Stop jacking while
Yeah.
I'm jacking.
Yeah,
All right.
we pave it over. Maybe leave like one house as like an homage, maybe. We build an apartment complex. We put them in there. They can breed. We'll make it fully functional. They'll be able to breed themselves. We can go in.
It sounds like animals. You're treating them like animals. It's insane.
They're lower life forms, Nolan. What else do I gotta say?
Oh
They're
my God.
lower life forms.
Listen to him, folks. Listen to him, folks. It's insane.
You ever seen them make a decision that didn't end in death? I haven't.
They are great people.
You want to know what I have trapped under the new plot?
They can't even vote, Nolan.
That's true. They can't vote, and we do not speak the same language. But I think that they bring a lot to the table, and we cannot pave them over. We cannot do it.
So
Have you ever even
Grimstar,
traded with a villager, Nolan? I bet you haven't.
Grimstar 101, will your administration personally assist in the flattening and redevelopment project?
I guarantee it.
That's all I need.
Guarantees it, folks.
Boom.
Thank you, Grimstar. Thank you, Brandon, for the question. Any other questions?
My question is addressed
The
to
illegal
Nolan.
is asking a question, folks.
I have a name. Me llamo Carlos Peligro Rodriguez, the fifth
This
or
fucking
something.
hog-
May I speak, or are you going to just keep interrupting me? Oh my god, fuck off. All right. Anyways,
Oh
Nolan,
God.
my question is addressed to you. You spoke about the need to combat illegal immigration, and as a father, as a husband, a brother, a son, a war veteran of the Gooch County Navy SEALs, and now a refugee of a homeland long lost to me. I couldn't agree more. We gotta round them up. We gotta put them in confined spaces. We gotta put them to work building this wall. My question
sucks.
My question is, where would you source new illegal immigrants from in order to construct a great wall around this great city?
Illegal immigrants for Nolan is crazy.
No stigma sigma.
I believe you're allowing this, Gaffy.
This is.
I need to let the people speak. This is democracy.
Fantastic question. This is a fantastic question. By the way, huge fan of illegals for Nolan. Huge fan of illegals for Nolan.
Look at my illegal over there.
Yeah, look at my illegal over there. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't he the greatest? Well, anyways, we have the illegals. We bring them in. They build the wall, and then we send them away. We send them away, folks. They build it, and we send them away. That is my response.
It's a solid policy.
All right, Alex, do you have any opinions
It's
on
a
this?
ridiculous policy, is what it is.
I didn't
Why
ask
is it
for his
ridiculous?
opinion.
We need
It's
to
not
integrate
ridiculous.
these. We need to integrate these people into the.
No, I don't want to be
this
integrated.
place.
I
They
want
need-
to work for
Building a
Nolan.
business here, Carlos.
They
You're
need
integrating
to-
yourself.
We're not ready
They need
for
to
them.
contribute more than just building a wall. They cannot be indentured servants. That's
They're
not what
working
this.
back their
That's
freedom.
not what this city has been built on. It was built on freedom.
We need to build a wall out.
Freedom
of
to build three.
This
Build-
city has been ruled by an iron fist of Bindo Co. And his administration is filled with business executives. It's been bullshit, and I've been in the front fighting it. And he's going to have me assassinated. I swear to God, he'll have me killed. I swear it.
Nolan, a final. I have an amendment to my.
Oh my God!
Holy shit!
He's got a gun!
Oh my god! Ah!
Oh my God! He's going after him.
Nolan, I'm coming.
Somebody get him! Somebody get him!
Nolan,
Oh
I got the
my God.
Uber.
He stole my boat! He stole my
I got the
boat!
Uber. Get him.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Give me the fucking gun! Get me out of here, Carlos! Get me out of here!
I can't think about that. You know, fix.
I can't fucking hit him.
Get out. Oh, hold on.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
On the highway.
He's getting away.
Fucking
He's
guy.
getting away.
Oh my gosh.
I think
We need
Max
to finish
just.
this debate.
I think Max just lost his right to vote.
Yep.
Yep, it seems like it's.
But wait,
Okay, Nolan, where
we
did you
don't
go?
have a jail, so.
Jesus Christ.
It's just
Come back.
My God!
I fucking saw it happen too. I was powerless
Alright.
to stop it.
Don't worry, Nolan.
That was just-
I'll have
that
to
was
stand guard
crazy.
here.
Nolan, I'm a Gooch County Marine. I'll protect you. That's what the case is.
I do have some
Just to be
questions.
guard.
I have some final questions for the.
Oh my God!
All right, back to the courthouse. Back to the
Wait,
courthouse.
I was interrupted.
What are you
Nolan,
getting your armor for?
Have
That's
you
not
agreed
allowed
to
in
build
there.
a wall out
I'm
of
standing
illegal
guard.
immigrants?
We need security
No.
in this city.
Put it in the chest. No exceptions, even for
In the
you.
chest.
No, folks. I think we need the security. What if that maniac
No
comes back?
exceptions, Brandon.
I
even
trust
for
Brandon.
you.
I trust
I'll
Brandon.
stay close to
Yeah.
that.
Brandon
Stand
is
at
our
the
current
door.
mayor, and we have trusted him so far. We can trust him to defend us too.
All right.
We trusted
Well, let's
him.
continue on with our questions then, folks. Let's try to keep it civil here.
This is
I
insane.
I have some
We have
questions
from Sam Peterson
from
now.
the chat.
Still fucking
These are
bleeding
not
out.
from
I didn't
me.
go to the hospital.
All
I didn't
right.
even go to the fucking hospital.
Oh
You know
my
what,
God.
Nolan? Here, you can have this bad boy.
Wow. See, this is how nice of a candidate.
This
What a generous
is-
candidate.
This is
But,
Nolan, rub your
but who
face
can
with this.
neglect Nolan's heroism there?
All right.
Or heroism?
wow.
Okay, I
this
will
is a
say-
unity moment. This
I
is a
will
unity
say
moment.
in the chat, we've got Crazy Boy Connor. He says, all caps, Nolan is incredible for surviving the assassination attempt.
I nearly died. I was.
No
I
one
swear to
can
God,
deny
3
that.
hearts.
No one can deny this. It was crazy. I will
That's
say,
insane.
stop interrupting me. I have some questions from the chat here. I'm going to start with question 1 from Crazy Boy. How do you plan on recovering the city after Sam's unstable infrastructure collapses?
Unstable.
Who do we want to start with, Gaffy?
Let's have Alex start with this one.
Alex? How
Well,
do you...
I'm not gonna say I don't know. I don't really understand the question. You're
Okay, I was building pillars for my house, and I put dirt underneath the pillars instead of the, like, solid andesite flooring. Or diorite flooring. I put
Well, I don't
dirt
think
underneath
your house is really infrastructure. I think infrastructure is like your factory.
them. Okay. Nolan?
When are we gonna start calling blocks? Dirt are blocks too. You know, people say it with me. People. Dirt
Are blocks
I
too.
mean, yeah, it's not news.
Dirt are blocks too. We cannot say that they're not part of vital infrastructure. The ground we sit on underneath us, probably stone, but also around us is most likely dirt.
Okay.
Dirt are blocks too.
So are you denying that my infrastructure will crumble?
It will not crumble. It
And
will not crumble.
Alex, are you saying, do you think my infrastructure will crumble or no?
No, I don't think this is even a question, honestly.
No,
Okay. Dumb question, Crazy Boy. Idiot dumb question. I have a question from Kinsey Miller. The pink sheep is one of the most endangered endangered animals in the world.
A good one.
What will you do during your term to protect endangered animals such as the pink sheep? Nolan first for this one, sorry.
I will be okay. To protect the pink sheep. Here's what we do. We make a sheep building, and we put all the sheep in the sheep building, and we have 2 pink sheep. We have 2 cyan sheep, 2 blue sheep, 2 red sheep, 2 purple sheep, 2 orange sheep, 2 yellow sheep. We have 2
Beautiful.
orange sheep. Did I say that? We have 2 cyan sheep.
You already said that too.
Doesn't even know what he's saying.
Let him finish, folks.
We have all the colors, and what we do is we protect that building with all of our might. All of our might. We protect it, and
You're
we
gonna
will
put
not
all of our
waste
might
time.
towards that one building?
Yes,
Okay.
we will.
Well, folks, this is just another chance for industry. You know, with our would-be assassin, he's starting a dye factory. So we just got to make a sheep farm that's segregated. So I think we kind of agree, but someone's going to need to own that sheep farm, and I think that can be Starcorp.
What was that word you dropped there in your response, Alex? I didn't quite catch it. It started with an S, I think.
Our would-be assassin.
No, it's something to do with your sheep farm. It was like you wanted to segregate?
You want to segregate your racism factory?
What?
Racism.
I didn't hear him say anything about segregation.
You're asking about making a goddamn Noah's Ark of sheep.
I heard that.
We should
That
make
is
Noah's
a good
Ark of
idea.
sheep, I agree.
I do
That's a really
think
good idea.
I do think we can't just put them in a building. I think we got to make a dedicated pasture. They got to have space to roam.
I will say, Kinsey is
Wonder-
responding here. I don't know which response she's responding to, but she says, sheep prison, racist sheep prison. Oh, also she says, I'd like to restate my death penalty. Oh wait, this is a later question. I'm sorry.
What?
I'll get to that.
Jesus Christ.
Are
we having a death
okay.
penalty?
A death penalty question is later. Okay, we're done with this question. We're moving on. Another question from Crazy Boy. What's your stance? This is to you first, Alex. What's your stance on post-birth abortions?
This is not from your chat.
No comment.
No, it
Jesus
literally
Christ.
is from my chat.
That's definitely something that Connor would say.
What
That
about
is
male abortions?
no comment.
Okay,
about male
we've got a
abortions?
no comment. Will Nolan be brave enough to answer and win my vote?
Post-birth abortion. We're on the topic of folks. We're on the topic of post-birth abortions. You see it happen all the time.
He's gonna answer
Hundreds of thousands of our people are dying from post-birth abortions. It's like they pop them out. They pop out the babies. They kill them. Boom. They kill them. Boom,
What? Okay.
They kill them. No more. We can't have it. We can't have it.
Ending post-birth abortions. Amazing. All right. I have another question to you first, Nolan, from Kinsey Miller. What are your thoughts on the... oh, wait. No, this is where there was a follow-up question. I'm going to read the restatement of it. What are your thoughts on the death penalty for MX Lundy as punishment for the assassination attempt?
This shouldn't be to me. This should not be I should not be commenting on this. That I can't believe it's already being discussed.
Yeah, I don't think this is a debate question.
This is not appropriate.
Okay.
I
fine.
almost died.
What's your thoughts on the death penalty in general? Do you think it should exist?
Absolutely. Absolutely. People hold too closely to their levels. You need to reset the levels. You got to get rid of the levels, folks. People are like, "Oh, I can't die. I gotta lose my levels." Fuck you. You committed a crime. You committed a crime. Lose your levels.
You know, I'm agreeing with you. I killed Dean yesterday because he stole my diamonds, and I think that is a valid. We'll need a trial about this, but I have it on film, and I think I will be found innocent. In self-defense. Alex, do you have any statements here? Any thoughts on the death penalty?
I think the death penalty is a slippery slope. I think.
Stop fence sitting. Yes or no?
What does it lead to?
Let me fucking
What does the
finish.
death penalty lead to?
My point exactly. We start killing people for big things, and that just wears us down to kill them for little things. You know, people like rooting through chests in Boomtown. It's no secret. When does that end in, murder?
Every time.
Like there needs to be a trial every time. I feel like.
Okay.
Folks, like to draw attention to the window. We have a threat outside.
All right.
Fucking God, he's
let's have Brandon deal with that. Then I'm
Stand
gonna ask Crazy Boy's third question.
We need a fucking shelter in here.
All right. Let's continue questions here. Crazy Boy asks.
Hold on, I'm shielding you. I'm shielding you with my body.
All right, folks. I scared him off, folks. Coast is clear.
Crazy Boy is asking, what is your handicap? Nolan, you're first.
You
can return to the stand.
I'm shielding him.
Sir, step away from the candidate.
I went to Hidden Meadows Golf Course today, folks, and I shot a 50. I shot a 50. Have you ever heard of that? I shot a 50 on 18.
I've heard of people. I've heard of 40s. I've heard of 40s.
I shot a 50. I shot a 50.
I shot a 30
at my age is incredible. He could never hit. He could never shoot a 30. He'd never shoot a 50. He could never shoot a 90. It's insane. It's insane, folks. My swing. We know a swing. We know a swing.
Oh my fucking God.
Alex, how do you respond to this?
Golf, really? Golf? I don't know.
I'm going to put a golf course. I'm going to put an Ender Pearl golf course in this.
Ender
Pearl.
That sounds like an idea.
Honestly, folks, I don't play golf. I'm not gonna lie, I don't play golf.
Do we
it's
want
not
a
for
mayor
me.
that
I'm a
doesn't
working
play
man. I don't got time for golf.
Show some respect. for the
Clearly,
best
Nolan
runner.
he's just blazing about all day playing golf while I'm trying to get some work done in the city.
My resume says otherwise. I've done so much for this goddamn city.
Okay.
Yeah,
People need me.
whatever.
I have
Whatever you
some
wanna
of my
say.
own questions here. Some quick
Oh,
ones.
for fuck's sakes. You allow this, Gaffy?
What are your
I will
thoughts
allow it.
What's the closing statement? This is insane.
to Alex? What are your thoughts on mayoral term limits?
I think it's a good idea. I don't think anyone should be in power for too long. I think it'd be good to have re-elections. I don't know how long or how often.
And
but...
you're waiting to determine that until after you win the election, huh?
No.
Right for...
It can be a thing we decide right away, depending on who wins mayor.
I already have a plan. I would counter that with a plan that I have in place already.
Let's go.
Okay.
My plan is to enact a 40-day night cycle.
40
Mayoral.
That's so hard to track.
Yeah,
It is not hard to track.
Annoying, worst. You're the worst mayor candidate ever.
Holy
don't even
fuck,
sleep
get
every
him off
night.
there. Get him off the
I have one more question.
We'll let
No.
him have his one more question.
Your Honor,
and
Sam
then
is
we will
boring me
have
to
our
death.
closing
He's boring me to
responses.
death. I asked for you to.
Okay,
motion for you to
okay.
remove
I have a good
Sam.
question here.
Quiet in the stands.
Nolan, you have no need to respond to this one. Alex, are the sesame seeds on the top of your head actually?
Nolan, above you.
Holy shit! Oh my god! Holy shit! Holy shit!
Holy shit!
Again! Holy shit!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Political violence is never okay, Max.
It's not okay.
No,
Alex,
I've got
Always
you.
okay.
Alex-
Violence is always okay in the case of resistance.
let's get
Alright,
this
yeah,
final
under
question out
duress, let's get the question.
let's get our votes in ASAP. But after this one question, are the sesame seeds on your head, on your character's head, actually just dandruff?
No, they are 100% sesame seeds.
Okay.
Big flaky,
I
big flaky, big flaky.
Because
big
I
flaky.
couldn't vote for anyone with dandruff.
Nope.
Nolan, follow-up question. Is the arrow in your head just dandruff?
I was half a heart. He was so
Half a
fucking
heart?
close to killing me. I was
Why
half
are you
a
so
heart.
low?
Nolan, take this chicken.
You got
right
it.
on your
It's like
plate.
the meat times.
It's
Fucking uncooked!
Raw chicken. Alright.
All right, thank you for
Max.
your question, Sam.
It's a delicacy in my country.
Thank you
We
for
will now
allowing
have
me to
We will
speak.
now have both candidates make their closing statements, and then we will allow people to vote. Nolan, I will escort you. Actually, Brandon will escort you out of the building before he will return to make his votes. And then it'll just be the three of you guys.
Are the
Yeah.
mayoral
I'm
candidates
going
allowed to
oversee
vote?
the vote.
Or can we just
You're
assume
going to
they'll vote
oversee
for
the-
themselves?
Candidates are not
Well-
allowed to vote.
Yeah, it's not for themselves.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to have them leave, and I want you to escort Nolan to a safe location, and then you can come back and vote.
Got him.
Yeah, leave
They
Nolan
took
all
him to your
alone
service
with
bunker.
Max on the loose. He's
They
safer
tempt
in
on
here.
Nolan's life.
Can Nolan
They
still be
tempt on
mayor
Nolan's
if he
life
dies
as a
before he's
scarred
elected?
form.
No, then
He'll
it's
respond.
it immediately goes to you, Alex.
All right,
Yeah, it
Okay.
does
let's do
do
some,
that.
let's do some closing
Closing statements. Alex, we'll have you start.
Well, I think it was a really good debate. I think we asked a lot of really good questions today, and I think me and Nolan agreed on a lot of things, and we disagreed on a lot of things. But under my leadership, I think we can make Boomtown great again. I really do.
You're mega.
It's great now, and it'll be even better under my rule.
He's mega. I thought Nolan was mega.
He's Maba, dude.
My
He's
bad.
my buddy, he's my-
Make America
Wait.
brand again.
I was thinking make Mababa.
Mababa.
Mubamba.
Mabaga.
Mbaga.
Make Boomtown
Make your
great
fucking
again.
closing
Anyways, Nolan, what is your
Mababa.
final statement, your closing statement for today?
My closing statement. I came into this debate thinking that we wouldn't get anywhere, we wouldn't agree on things, and I will say I appreciate the comment that we did agree on several things, but there are things we disagree on. The main thing is my resume. My resume supersedes the
Self-centered
position
prick.
requirements for mayor. I have done from day one the things necessary to build this city, and look around you, it is a smash success. I intend on making it better, making it way, way better in the future, and I think that what we need to do is get me in that mayoral seat so I can appoint my administration and build this city to the city it was meant to be. Thank you very much, and have a good night.
Thank you.
Wow.
Were you pounding your fist while you're doing that? I feel like I could hear it.
All right. How does
That
voting
concludes
happen?
The debate. We will have our candidates leave the building. While
I would just
our-
like everyone to know that debate lasted
Nolan, don't trust that
43
fucking fake
minutes.
Out there.
God damn
All
it.
right, candidate. Nobody,
Well, yeah, you had all the
nobody
fucking
enter the
questions.
No
Oh
vote.
my God.
assassination attempts.
Nobody
Yeah,
go near the
with
voting.
2
Follow me,
assassination
candidate.
attempts. The Secret Service is fucking Fired.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Nolan,
We got a hole in the
you need a new
ceiling.
guard.
Patched by
Nolan, where are you
a piece of
going?
wood.
All right,
Wait, fuck! Where's my fucking?
Alex
where's
is gonna protect you.
I can't
Oh.
believe we just had a
What?
bullshit
What?
debate for
I'm just
fucking
coming with you. I
43
don't wanna be
minutes. That's so
What are you looking
fucking
for?
What is
goofy.
happening? Where are you doing? Where are you going?
Wait, I need protection. I'm not doing this solo.
Nolan, I'll protect you, but I need to vote first.
You have no armor
No,
on. You
no,
have
they
I'm
gotta
a
leave.
human shield. I'm a human
They gotta
shield.
leave.
He has
Those
no
are
armor,
nice
no
Those are
weapons.
All right.
Yeah, I'm plain clothed.
Nolan, just wait outside. Get out. All right, folks. We're gonna vote now. One at a
Only the
time.
three of you will. The three
Wait,
of you will because I don't know the odd number.
I'm actually
It'll
gonna
decide.
open my vote up to I'm gonna do a poll in the chat, and I'm gonna see what they want me to vote.
Wait, you're not voting, Gaffy?
It's gonna be an even number. I don't want it to be a tie.
Well, we'll have to figure it out if it is.
Well, if Sam's
Unless
doing
we
chat
let
votes,
the
too,
let the terrorist come and vote again.
I'd be open for letting the terrorists vote.
Whoa.
This guy lets terrorists
That's
vote,
insane.
folks.
That's,
This
he's
guy
a
likes
sympathizer.
terrorism?
I'm
He's a
gonna
sympathizer.
see.
All right,
I'm gonna
vote.
see if people vote in the poll, and I will follow the responses of the poll.
Are you voting for those
Wait,
people?
what?
Or
You're
are
not
they,
gonna vote yourself?
Yeah, are they influencing you?
They're influencing my vote.
Oh, okay,
What?
that's weird.
If
Foreign
it's
bots are
if it's a
influencing Sam's
50-50 vote, I'm voting for who I want.
vote. Foreign bots are
What the
influencing
fuck?
Sam's
Right
vote.
now, it's a
Okay,
50-50 vote.
Why
So
don't we
I
just
think
add? Why don't we
That
just add
debate
their
was
votes in?
All encompassing.
Oh, we can do that. We can do that.
Deciding
Sure.
a candidate.
Since we only have 4 people.
Why are
I'll-
we
voting.
doing? Why
Sure.
are we considering their vote at all?
They don't even.
Because we
live
only
here.
have
I
four
agree with
people.
Brandon.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
I mean,
Insane.
they listened to that entire
Max
debate.
can come
They
vote.
did listen to the whole thing.
Max, a failed assassin, a double
Max
failed
does
assassin
live
can
here
vote.
Too. He's just passionate
we
about what he
need him to
believes in.
vote, so we can go
So
vote.
the vote is split. Anyways, I'm pretty sure Kinsey voted for Alex, and Crazy Boy Kana voted for Nolan.
Yeah, let's go.
Go.
Let's fucking
That would
go.
be my guess.
Max, come back to vote.
But only
we
if you
all
vote for
five in here
Nolan.
can vote,
Only if
make
you
it
vote.
an odd
I'm going to enter my vote.
Nolan,
No.
are you in need of beers and drinks, or what's going on?
Yeah, I am. I just ran out of.
Max,
All right,
you have
if
to
you're
vote
voting,
for Nolan
come over to
because you
vote one at a
respect him
time,
for
and
surviving
only
the
press
assassination
one
attempts.
button. If you
Ki-
press both
okay.
buttons or a button twice, your vote's not.
Kinsey says something very important. She says, "We deserve a right to vote because we sat through
Hey.
all this bullshit."
No, you don't.
Oh,
vote.
and then she said, "Don't tell them that."
Wait, how does
Just
this-
slightly
how does this
too
work?
late, Kinsey. I'm so sorry.
Get out! Hey, get.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Max is
She
voting
also
right
says,
now.
she says also you need a womanly touch.
I identify as.
This
a
is a
woman.
male
Kenzie's not a
society.
real woman.
All right.
We're a society.
Um,
This is a society of men, Kinsey.
Is that all?
Yep.
Sam, are you gonna vote?
I'm waiting for. Can I vote now?
You can vote.
I don't know how this works.
It's
Oh.
pretty
Hey,
Alex.
self-explanatory.
What?
Do you want the block?
Sure, I'll put the quartz block or the concrete
All right.
back.
I guess I'll vote.
We need a Nolan memorial so we can mark the
How
spot where he
dramatic.
was almost.
He didn't
assassinated.
fucking die.
On a day like
Yeah.
He
Doesn't
didn't
matter.
die.
I nearly
Dude
died.
has a fake
I was
bandage
so
on his
close to
ear.
fucking death.
Max
Max was so close to killing him. You have no
Holy
idea.
shit!
What was that?
Nature is
explosion.
striking, trying to cancel the vote.
So all votes are in, right?
I have
Did you
voted.
vote?
Are we counting
I
chat
voted.
votes or no?
No. No.
It doesn't
All
matter
votes
because
are in.
it's 50-50, so it doesn't change the vote at all. Anyways,
They're the popular vote, I guess, so they don't matter.
yeah.
It
All
doesn't
right.
change it
I'm
anyway.
tallying them up.
He's tallying them
Looks
up.
like we
folks.
got 3 for Grimstar and 2 for Nolan.
What?
Whoa!
Rigged election. Rigged
Oh my
election.
god!
This is